What's up guys, T-Party Percy here and welcome back to another Lost Ark RU preparation video. In the last video I introduced to you a built-in powerful tool in Lost Ark, the item codex. In this video I will talk about another powerful tool which you can find in-game. It is called the Content and Gear Progression Codex. Yeah, you're right, I named it like that, but deal with it. After watching both of those guides, you should be able to navigate through most of the contents in Lost Ark without having to Google or search for guides every few minutes in-game. So, what is the Content Gear Progression Codex? Because of the vast amount of contents and gear in Lost Ark, a lot of new players will be stuck at some point and will have a hard time to figure out which content they have to do and what requirements they have to fulfill to progress gear-wise and content-wise. This is where the Content Codex comes in handy. Let's have a look at it. You can open the Content Codex by pressing Alt+G. Bam! Now you can see tons of information at once. I will try to break it down into small parts and explain those one by one. Let's start with the filter on the top left. Here you can decide if you want to filter out certain content types. For example, if you're not a fan of PvP, then you can filter out all the PvP related contents. Moving on, you can see some segments below the filter highlighted in blue. One of those segments has a gray arrow above it, which indicates where you are currently item level wise. So if I want to progress gear wise, I can check out all the contents listed below. You can see here not only raids, but also other contents like Chaos Dungeon, Island Events, World Bosses, and so on. The blue segments without the gray arrow are contents which you can also clear to progress, but those are not recommended because they might be a little bit too difficult. The grayed out segments indicates contents which require higher item level to unlock. In the list below, each of those contents you can see a minimum and maximum item level. Minimum item level is required to either access the content or to get any loot. For example, you can participate in world boss fights which are way too high for your item level. In that case, even if the other players carry your ass and kill the world boss, you won't get any loot, or you won't even get the chance to bid on the items. So don't even try to lead. The maximum item level tells you that highest possible item level gear you can get by clearing this content. The lock icon on some of those contents indicates that those are locked because of you either not clearing a previous content or completing a quest which is required to unlock this content. The second tab on the top is where you can find all the content sorted by category. We have here categories like Chaos Dungeons, Guardian Raids, World Bosses, Cube Labyrinths, Boss Rush, Platfield, and more. Now let's take a closer look at one of those contents by clicking on the magnifying glass. In this case, let us inspect the Dark Yoho Guardian details. On the top, we have the name of the content. Below it, you can check the minimum and maximum item level. And to the right of the compass needle icon is the location of the content. You can even click on the highlighted compass needle on the right side to see the location highlighted on the map. And of course, above that, there is also the category of this content. Below those details, you can find the loot table of this content, and if you hover over a gear related item, you can see the maximum item level of the item which you can obtain by clearing this content. If you need to do a different content to unlock the one which you are inspecting currently, it will be listed below the loot table. And at the very bottom is the list of suggested consumables, which might help you a lot to clear this content faster. Last but not least, on the right side you can check out the recommended runes and engravings for this guardian. Once again, if you don't know how to craft or get those recommended consumables, engravings or runes, use the item codex which I explained in my previous video. The last step on the top will show you a list of materials and currencies which you might need to farm to progress gear wise. In this case, you can check out where you can obtain shilling, gold and other materials needed for gear progression. Some of those materials are from the Yawn content release, so at the beginning of the RU OBT we won't have those materials. So all in all, combining the item codex from my previous video and the content codex from this video, you have a solid in-game wiki, and for this one, you don't even need an English patch to understand what you have to do. I hope this guide was helpful, and if you liked it, feel free to leave a like and a sub. If you have any questions, write it in the comments or join the Discord, which is linked down below. Till the next video, see ya, bye bye, your Tea Party Percy.